Welcome, girl, to the Live Courageously podcast. Thank you so much for being here. This episode is about being mindful of the decisions you are making in your life and how you are treating others. It takes real courage to own up to your mistakes, and quite frankly, it is way tougher than it should be. Am I right? It's easy to think, oh, I do right by everyone. I would never treat someone poorly, but there are some instances that catch you off guard. There are probably some people you don't treat that well and you might not even realize it. But when you do, gosh, is it tough to swallow. So let me spill the tea, girl. I thought for years that I treated everyone fairly and helped others when they needed it and always shared nothing but love for others, etc., etc. And yes, that is true. And I do like to live a life full of giving back. And I feel like I do that for people. But I was slapped in the face with reality when my sister called me out one day. So if you've been keeping up with the last couple of episodes, I invest a lot of my time into pageantry. Well, as you know, this means a lot of work. Can I get an amen from my pageant queens listening right now? There is a load of volunteer work, outfits, there's practicing, events to plan, and of course, a billion photos. And guess who's always ready and willing to help me with all of this? Plus take all my photos after I claim just one more. Just one more. I know you've been there. We always like just one more. And really, it's like 50 more. You've guessed it. My sister has been the one who has done that for me. And her name is Kara. This podcast episode is dedicated to you, girl. I love you so much. But this girl is definitely the type to call you out and not care. Any of my family, they know exactly that's the truth because Kara will tell you in a heartbeat exactly how she feels. And that's just something that's very special about her. Sometimes it gets her into trouble, but you know, it's really nice that she's able to just speak her mind. Do you have someone like that in your life? Like, she's ruthless, but she is also the type of person to go out of her way for others, especially for her friends, even if they don't reciprocate that. She is the type of person that will do it anyway. There is times that she's come back home and she's like, man, this person, I've done so much for them and they have just pretended not to be my friend or blah, 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 or like whatever. And she is just so caring, even though she just has like a bad like way about her. I don't know how to describe it. People who know her know. But anyways, you might be wondering, well, what did she call you out for? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. I got so caught up in just me, and always talking about my pageant stuff and getting her opinion on things, which I still do. And she still is like, girl, please leave me alone. And when I needed help with something, I called her. You know, I just had no clue, but apparently I was telling her when she needed help that I was quote unquote always busy, didn't want to take the time to help her. I was too lazy to get up and help, not wanting to drive her places that she really wanted to go. Like anytime that she had asked me for something, I would automatically just be like, oh, I don't want to. She straight up called me out. She goes, I always do things for you, but you never do them for me. I was so ashamed. I try hard to deny it, and I try hard to be like, no, I help you and do all this stuff. And no, I have become so selfish when it comes to that. And I think it's because she's family, and to me, I shouldn't be seeing family any differently than I see a stranger on the street that I'm nice to. But like, I was just stunned. I was like, what? Like, after letting it sink in, I just felt so bad, and I knew she was right. I was shocked, but it made me realize how I had been acting just so selfish, and I should be putting things off that she wants to do because she is always there for me. I had to have the courage to own up to those mistakes, and it was really hard. It was really hard because some days I'm here and I'm like, oh man, I just don't feel like doing it. And I know there's a billion times that she's feeling the same thing, but guess who gets up? And guess who comes with me? Guess who has helped me with this podcast? I was like, hey, which one sounds better? And she was like, bruh, I don't care. But she's just always there for me. And I need to learn that I need to be more mindful and really start helping her do things. So fortunately, we have, during quarantine, bonded a little bit more. We did our vision boards together that I talked about in a couple episodes ago. And we also do these little scrapbooking things that are super fun. It's kind of hard to keep up with them because they actually take some time to do. Plus, of course, I have all this other mess to do all day with, like, I got work to do, I've got pageant stuff to do. But the thing is, like, she's not going to be around very much longer. She is going to Clemson. Amen. Even though COVID-19 has pushed back their move-in date, which really sucks. And we're not even sure about football games. That sucks even more. If you're a Clemson fan, you know what I mean. It's just, I need to start taking the time out to really invest in her and invest in family, you know? Because these are the people that have your back no matter what. Every single day, they always have your back. If you're like you're sitting here and you're like, wow, you know what? I can relate to this. I just want to encourage you to start thinking about that today. Really think about the people you surround yourself with and evaluate how you are treating them. Like, realize what mistakes you're making. You need to own up to them and just make it right. My challenge for you this week is to take courage and apologize to someone you have blown off, or maybe even go out of your way to like do something nice for them. You know how much they would be just so grateful for that? Write them a thank you note, buy them their favorite snack, or just simply give them a call to show them that you care and show them that you are there for them like they are there for you. It may be that you just haven't shown your gratitude for all they have done. A simple thank you goes a long way. Maybe they don't want anything from you, but the fact that they continuously help you, just send them a thank you note. Like, that just goes so far. Identify what you need to do and make today the day you show them some love. Beautiful.